Hey everyone, welcome back to another computed cut. Today I will be trying to machine granite. Now I got this from a local business, ICOF, and they make columariums. This happens to be a defective piece. The only piece that I could find is there is a little chip on that very far corner. Other than that, it seems perfectly fine piece of granite to me. Now, I went in there and talked to them, and they said they would give me a piece of granite so I could test it out on my CNC. I've never done stone before, and this past week at the wine and beer tasting fundraiser, I had a question if I could do stone. And what better piece to try it out than on granite? A very hard stone. We'll see if I can do some etching on there. I don't have any special bits for doing granite. I don't have any diamond bits. All I have is this high-speed steel one, which I got from Harbor Freight. I don't care if I wreck that one. Originally I was going to use my engraving bit. I just bought it. It's brand new. Hasn't even seen any wood yet. And I decided I'm gonna try a different bit before that. So this one has already seen some use. It's just a Freud 60-degree router bit, and I don't really care if I wreck that one. It's already been used a bit. Now I've already done metal with just a regular wood router bit, and I was actually using this Freud 90-degree router bit. It's just a carbide insert, and what I did was I just took a saw blade, two saw blades actually, and then I put my business aim on there, and it turned out relatively well for only being a wood router bit. Personally, I was pretty impressed with my machine that it could actually cut steel with just a regular wood router bit. My router, although I don't think liked it too much, ever since then it's been making weird noises, but I hope to upgrade that soon anyways. Alright, so I've got the granite piece. All I need is to design what I want to engrave on here and then mount it up on the machine. We'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I have my Harbor Freight high-speed steel in the router right now. I'm not really sure how fast I should run it. It's all just guesswork from here on. Being it's high-speed steel, I really don't expect it to last long at all, even if it works. I don't know. But I'm just experimenting right now, so we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and hit start and hope for the best. Before I start cutting, I just want you to know that I'm actually cutting 10/1000ths of an inch deep, and hopefully that will show up just enough on the surface, so it'll be a good engraving. Okay, so 10/1000ths of an inch isn't quite enough. I think the high-speed steel is actually wearing away faster than I expected. You can see it's kind of making a little marring on the surface, but it's not actually cutting the granite. I'm going to try a little bit deeper and see what happens. So, what I did there, I just hit the wrong button and it dove the bit right into the granite. It did break the high-speed steel right off, right on that point. Okay, so the high-speed steel was a flop. It was kind of my fault because I rammed the CNC just right into that tip and it broke it clean off. But no worry, because that's only Harbor Freight. It's probably $2 at best. So let's put in this carbide tipped and try a 20,000th inch cut and see what happens. So what I'm doing here is actually zeroing the bit. See, it kind of grabbed the paper there, and then I'll just, once it does that, I'll zero, and that is my zero. And this isn't ideal because I'm working on this particle board, and I haven't planed it in a while. Well, basically since I started, so it could have changed shapes over time. But for wood, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter the depth of cut. But 20,000ths of an inch over this 7-inch area could mean quite a bit. It might not engrave on this side. I did zero it right here on this side, so it could change, 10,000ths, 20,000ths over that 7 inches. Let's give it another go. Got to warm the shop back up. My mom thinks that this thing puts out nothing but carbon monoxide, but puts out a lot of heat, and I don't really care. Okay, so the shop's warmed up a couple of beers later, and we're going to try another cut. It turned out really well. I just want to take another 20,000th inch cut, so that's a total of 40,000th inch. And I changed the tool path to think that it's using a 32nd inch bit instead of a 16th inch bit, what I was using. look at that. Alright, so that turned out a lot better than I expected. This is actually engraved. I thought it might just mar the finish, but it actually went 40 thousandths inch deep, 20 thousandths each cut. So it destroyed the bit in the process. If you can see that there, the tip is very rounded over, and here's a new bit. It has a nice point on the end. It's a 20 thousandths inch difference between new and old. I'm very happy with how it turned out. Maybe you can see, but there is different depths of cut because the tool was actually wearing as it was cutting. Maybe you saw in the video it was glowing orange hot, and I was using mineral spirits to cool it. Flood coolant would be the best option, but I just don't have that set up right now. Alright, thanks for watching. This is another computed cut. Hope you tune in for more.